Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. I thought we would do my TBR jar picks my TBR prompts pick my May TBR. Last month I did a colour wheel chooses. The other few months I've done the TBR jar, and I want to go back because I love it and it's just so much fun. So I have my TBR cart, which is completely loaded front and back. Also have a small shelf in the corner of my room that you can't see that has a few, and then I also have a stack here which you actually can't really see, but yeah, we've got quite a lot and I'm so excited for May. I didn't really do much of my my April. I keep getting my months mixed up. I didn't really get much off my April TBR. I think I read 2 out of the 6, but I was not shocked because there were a lot of new releases in April and they took major priority to me. So we're back. I don't know what new releases I have in May coming. I think I've got one. Which one is it? I think we have one which is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Is that how you say it? The same author as One Dark Window. That duology, One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, I think it is. That the Shepherd's King duology, one of my favourite duologies ever. So I'm really excited for that. I definitely will be prioritising that in May. But yeah, so I'm going to pick 6 from these prompts. I'm actually running a bit low. I take them out every month so that I switch it up and have a new prompt every time, but oh, she says dropping them. But anyway, enough yattering. What is up with my vocabulary today? Anyway, enough rambling. Let's go. So we've got the first prompt. I'm going to pop the jar down here. Sorry, the angles, I always switch around the angles of where I film this in my room because I always struggle to get everything in and still you can't see everything, so I do apologise. But anyway, oh my god, the first one is a book published this year. I could put Rachel Gillig's one. What other books have I got that were published this year? Just so I have an idea, because I actually can't think of any others. Well, actually I'm saying that, I think this one is. Which this one I do really want to read as well. Let's see, when was this published? I think this was published this year. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 2025. This is Beg, Borrow or Steal by Sarah Adams. I've actually never read a book by her, but I know this is like the 3rd basically internet to standalone, but the other 2 really don't interest me, so that's why I've gone straight for this one. So we have that one. Oh, actually I think this one, oh actually no, technically I think this was published last year. I think this, yeah, this was last year. That was Blue Sisters. That was published last year. I think that's all I have, other than obviously the new release, but hold on, I'm going to have to quickly like spin this a little bit whilst I just double check. Yeah, no, everything else, nothing else is a new release, and everything else that has come out in April I've read. So I think our first one I'm going to do is Beg, Borrow or Steal. I'm actually really excited. Also this book, like perfect flop. So let's do this one because this one has been an anticipated one for me. Right, so next let's go. Oh, a book under 300 pages. That is a nice one. Okay, immediately I feel like this one might be under 300 pages. It is, and maybe this one. That one's just over. Or this one. Okay, that one. Let's look at that one over. I think this one, and there's one back here. I don't think any of these are, apart from maybe this one. This one it literally is. Oh wait, I think this might be. This one literally is 300. Okay, we've got 3 options. So the first one is Mexican Gothic. The second one is The Midnight Library, and the third one is The Wishing Game. Out of the three of them, I'm most drawn to Mexican Gothic and The Wishing Game, because I've heard very, very good things about this one. And I don't know what it actually is about. I think it's... I don't actually know. She's a teaching assistant, and I think someone said to me it's kind of similar to like Matilda. I think she adopts one of the children, or she really wants to adopt one, and then there's like, yeah, a reclusive writer has announced he's finally written a new book and he's holding a contest at his home on the real Clock Island to win the only copy. Winning the most sought out, no, oh my god, I actually can't talk. Winning the most sought after book in the world could change Lucy and Christopher's lives, but with wily opponents, the book's distractingly handsome illustrator. I don't know. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go with this one because I've heard very, very good things about this, and it sounds like a really fun, quick read. So let's go with The Wishing Game, even though I literally couldn't explain the plot or read apparently the blurb of it to save my life. But you know what? That's fine. So, oh my god. We've literally had the reverse. I've now got over 500 pages. Over 500 pages, that's horrible. Oh, I don't know what is over 500 pages. Is this one? Literally 503. I feel like there must be, I don't think any of those are, I don't think that one is. I'm literally just looking at the thickness of the books. That's the second one, I haven't read the first. Hold on, let me move out of that way. I literally don't think there's any others. The ones that potentially are like ones in series, I haven't yet read the first one, so I can't really. Oh, what about this one? No, 460. Okay, I think we might have to go with, yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with Dance of Thieves, which I'm actually not mad about. I've had this on a TBR. What TBR did I have this on? Maybe my March one or my February one, and I didn't get round to it, but I've wanted to get round to it for a very long time, so maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is a sign. Oh, it is a long book. How long actually is it? It's only just over 500, so yeah, literally like 503. 505 pages. And I have book 2 on my TBR cart as well, so I have the second one ready. Okay, I feel good about this. Plus, these two are both like, whoa, more romancy or like literary fiction, so give me a fantasy. Okay, that's fine. I think I can do that. Hold on, I need a tea break. Okay, let's pick the fourth one. A book with a 3-word title. Book with a 3-word title. Okay, this one's 3 words. This one is 3 words. That is 3 words. Oh, it's quite a lot. Okay, I'm not going to get them all off because there's quite a lot. Let me just get off the ones that I don't mind reading. Oh, I wish that was 3 words. I'd have picked that. No, right, hold on. Oh, spinning it around. Okay, 3 words. Okay, one of them was on my April TBR and I didn't get to it, and I actually really kind of want to get to it, and that is Masters of Death by Olivia Blake, because this sounds really interesting. And I do also have it on my Kindle, so I feel like this one might be, because I was very close to picking this up, and the reason I didn't is because Emily Henry's new book came out and that bumped the priority. But yeah, this one's about an estate agent who's a vampire who's trying to sell a house that's haunted, but the ghost that's occupying the house won't leave until she uncovers who murdered them. And I'm pretty sure she has to work with a medium, but he's like a fraud, and the godson of death. So I feel like that sounds so intriguing. So I'm going to pick this one back on the TBR. I know it was on my April TBR, but you know what? It's a sign. Everything is a sign in my eyes. So we're going to go and put it back. And I am going to read it, I promise. If any of these books get read, it will be that one. How many have we done? 4. Right, we've got 2 more. A book on your TBR for over a year. A lot of the books on that shelf have been on my TBR for a very long time. For over a year. There are books on here that have been on my TBR for over a year, so which says a lot about my reading priorities. Over a year. What have we got? We've got 2 fantasies, 2 romance kind of books. It doesn't really matter which way I go with this. None of the ones I want to read, well, are like on my top list of what to read ASAP, have been on my TBR for a year, because the minute I buy a new book, it instantly gets bumped up, which is why I have such, sorry, lighting, why I have such an expensive TBR. So I could do, there's one that I want to do, but I don't know if I want to do it in summer. I think I do. So let's pick a different one. Oh, I can't decide for the life of me. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Divine Rivals. I don't know if I've had this on a TBR so far this year, but this book is definitely, I've actually had it on my Kindle for over a year, and I've had the physical copy for probably a year at least as well. And I feel like, I don't know why I've put it off, I don't know why I haven't read it. There's literally no reason other than I just prioritise other books. So yeah, I feel like let's do Divine Rivals, because everyone loves that one, everyone raves about it, and I feel like it's my time to see what the hype is all about. Right, oh, just dropped my TBR jar. So, we have the last prompt. Oh, a book recommended to you. It's only me recommending books. So what has been recommended to me? Oh, actually, my sister has been telling me to read this for a very long time, and I do really want to read this book, so maybe I'll pick this one. Hold on, I'm going to get it out from the back, because this cart is like way too full. Right, this one, let me just check. If there are any others. I think this one is the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah. Okay, we've got the last one, which I'm actually really, really excited about, because it is one that I've wanted to read for a very long time. My sister has put this on a TBR for me once before, and I just didn't get round to it, and that is none other than A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab. I love V. Schwab. I've read Vengeful and Vicious, which are part of a series that's not yet completed. I believe the third one, Victorious, is coming out soon, or she's just finished writing it. It's been a very long time for the wait on that one. And I've read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is one of my favourite all-time books ever. And I think that's everything I've read by her so far, but I love her writing. I think I've not rated any of her books lower than a 4-star. Like, she's god tier. And I actually have tickets to see her talk about her newest book, which I can't remember the name of, but it's about lesbian vampires. Already sold. And I've actually got booked. I've got a ticket to go and see her talk about it and to get the book signed and everything in London, I think in July. So very, very excited for that. So I feel like I do need to read some more of her work. And this one is apparently meant to be incredible, but I think this is one of my sister's favourite books by her. And I've seen Heather, oh, I always forget her last name. You'll know who it means. Is it Heather Larry? No, it's not Heather Larry. I always think it's Heather Larry. Heather McLarry, that's it. I have seen her talk about it. Oh my god, I actually think she's reading one from the series. She is. She's reading number 2. How funny, I'm on her Goodreads. Now it's even more of a sign. No, but she read the first one and absolutely loved it and spoke so highly of it. And I've not actually had anyone speak badly on this book. And from, yeah, my experience with V. Schwab so far, I feel like I'm going to love it. So, that was probably the quickest I've ever picked out a TBR. I'm just going to quickly run through the 6 books we have. Obviously I'll probably, hopefully read more than this, hopefully read all of these, but as I always say in every one of my TBR videos, big mood reader. Big mood reader. If I'm not in the mood for it, I won't read it. So, why do I look so pink? I swear I'm not burnt. I think it's just the lighting. I just realised I look really, really pink. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about it. So obviously I have A Darker Shade of Magic. I actually have no idea what this is about, but it says magicians, parallel universe connected by a magical city. I don't know. You don't need to say much more. V. Schwab wrote it. I'm reading it. Then we have Divine Rivals. Then we have Masters of Death, Dance of Thieves, The Wishing Game, and Beg, Borrow or Steal. I feel like we've got a good healthy mix. I am also buddy reading The Blood of Hercules, or Blood of Hercules. I don't know if it has a "the" at the start, but I'm reading that as well with 2 of my friends because we do like a little book club buddy read every month. So I'm reading that on my TBR as well, and then I obviously want to read Rachel Gillig's new one as well. So I feel like we've got a good mix. It's primarily fantasy, but I mean, that's my favourite genre, so not mad about that in the slightest. And I'm actually really excited. I can't wait. So they're the books we have for May. I'm so excited. Hopefully there should be some reading vlogs with them in. If you've read any of them, please let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you think I'll like any of them, anything like that. If you think there's anything I should add to my TBR, if you think there's any books that you think I might like based on the current ones I have, or if you've seen one on my cart, you probably can't because you can barely see it. But if there's any you think I should prioritise or read, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And there'll be, hopefully, as I said, some reading vlogs with these books. You can see me react to them firsthand. And yeah, please subscribe, please comment anything. As I said, recommendations, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in a video soon.